hopefully you can see I'm going to do a review on my XO Beauty brushes. This brush has been requested and you have been waiting for it. Sorry about that. But I can see they're all my egg brushes. And they're just right there. So basically I'm going to talk about each brush one by one and then tell you about what I think of the brush in each brush. So the first brush, this is the first brush. This is a powder brush. Basically this brush is for powder. You can use anything. I basically use this brush for powder or for bronzer, and it is a good brush to use. And I love this brush. So basically what I do, I powder my face with this, and basically it creates such a smooth application and you look so flawless that you don't really need to put a lot of powder on your face. What I do is I basically swirl it in, tap it off, and that's it. Basically, this is the brush, and I absolutely love this. This is my #1 brush to use. I use this for bronzer as well because it's a brilliant bronzer brush as well. And it blends out so easily and so evenly. If I do have much on, I just take the brush and just blend it as like well as I can. But I don't need to really do anything. It actually helps you as well. And plus, I love the long handles on these barrels. So you're never gonna get confused on which brush you're gonna use. The next brush is a bronzer brush. Now I use this brush for contour. It has a very basically an angled kind of side. This bit sticks up more than that side. So I'm a bit ill. And I use this for contour. This is a great contour because I get it right in. And it's right into my cheeks as well. I absolutely love this brush for contour. It blends out so nicely as well. If I do have harsh, I do go back with this one and just try and buff it out even more, just to get it less harsh and make sure it looks so good. Then basically, yeah, but I love this brush. This brush is so good. Looking for a contour brush, but the bristles are not that big, and the brush head is not that big. Try this. I love this, and as I said, I love the handles on all these. And the next brush is a Duo Fiber brush. It's basically a blush brush. I've never had one of these types of blush brushes before, but once I basically was like, why the hell haven't I not got one of these before? I should have. Sorry guys. And so basically I tap a little bit, and I do tap and put it onto my cheeks. I press it in, and then I basically create sweeping motions, and the blush just goes on effortlessly, which I absolutely love. And all the brushes are very pigmented, so they pick up the colour and everything. So if you've got something that's a purple and you put purple on your cheeks, it does get the colour to colour. It is unbelievable. But I do like this brush, very nice, and so I have washed these brushes, so I wash these brushes last. The next one is a basic foundation brush, but this is the foundation brush. I love this at the end. I absolutely love it. The reason why I love it is because it applies, but it does imply foundation here. I know that I get some brushes that are clean and washed, and they're flat, and they're like the flat face brush, and basically I put on the new one and I put foundation, and it makes it streaky. I use the ones that made it streaky, and this doesn't go on streaky. It is you don't need a lot because it just covers so well, and it gives you flawless coverage that it gives you. It basically is so smooth. It looks like you've had your makeup done by a professional artist. When I actually did my makeup, when I got these, I washed them all, and then basically the next day I used them, and Daniel that I not makeup on, he could not tell because he thought it was just me and us makeup on and use XO Beauty brushes. He gives his brushes a thumbs up as well. Just flawless. These brushes do make my face feel how well that they go on my face. Next one is a concealer brush, and I normally use my fingers for concealer, but I use this, and I find it fits nice and small on eyes, and it creates that nice complexion, and you don't need a lot of concealer to put it on. Sometimes I'll use way too much on my finger. Your finger blend that colour, but if you use your finger kind of slips and slides a bit, not too much. So this is why I do like this brush. The next brush is then a bigger concealer brush than the concealer brush on the Tuition. This is the concealer brush. I use this for pimples, if I want redness. And here I've got redness around my nose. I have a lot of redness, sorry. But I use this around my nose, onto the redness on my cheeks, where anything I've got redness just to cover up. I just pack it on. Oh my god, it is just so good. I don't use the blend that much because of the way I packed it on. Because it just packs on so nicely, and it doesn't look cakey either, which I would, because some concealers I do use on top of the foundation, but I use this and it doesn't get cakey. I'm just very impressed with this. The next one is a brush, which is a blender brush. I use this for into my crease line. Sometimes I don't. It depends how well I want my crease to come up. So I put it when I go up there. But sometimes I don't use this. I use the other one. I use a different one. Just because if you have large eyes, like beautiful big eyes, like Shannon XO, this brush will go well for you. But I sometimes do it, or I just blend out the colour that is already blended out. And this blends it so beautifully. You doesn't have any trouble blending out anything whatsoever. You can just put stuff in your eyes and blend it. Even when I crease, I kind of go like that down. So I kind of put it into all the brushes on my all the brushes on there. So I just do that, and then basically it blends out. I used to do my eye makeup and it was blending out enough, and it looked wasn't that good on the makeup. See the straightness of the lines and everything, but I hadn't blended it properly. This actually blends out colour so nicely. You just put it like that, and you don't need to mess it as well. The brush does all the work for you for it to ache. But if you do it like that and you swirl it as well, you create little swirl motions, it just blends out so nicely. Foundation brush is the eyeshadow, no, not foundation brush, eyeshadow brush. Eyeshadow brush, it is a little tip, and it packs on beautifully, so true to colour. I put this on, and sometimes I put it down there, just because if I want a harsh line, like for a smoky eye or something like that, I put it down there. But I put this colour on, and then I don't want to use any other brush on, because this colour packs on true to colour. You do not need else with this brush. I love it. It's nice and small. It's small. It's good for big eyes. It's good for small eyes. It's one for eyeshadow brush. I absolutely love this brush. I love all the brushes on here, but as you can see. Then I have a small blender brush. Now this is a small blender brush that I've got underneath the eye to blend out. I try in the corner line or into the crease line, and it's a fantastic brush to blend. I haven't had any fallout on the brushes whatsoever, but this brush is so good to use. I love that. It's so small, and I just love it. It's a small handy brush. All the brushes to get through. The next brush I have is a angled eyeshadow brush. I put this in the outer corner. I loved it so much. I put it in the outer corner and then blend it into there as well, into the crease as well. But I just love it. All these brushes can apply true to colour. It's not a case of this one doesn't. All of them are true, so don't worry about it. If you're scared of getting this brush set, it is a brilliant brush set. But I just love this. The next brush is I kind of have started recently because I didn't start to use it at first because I had no powder eyeshadow. Now I'm regretting. I wish I got as soon as I got this brush, I wish I had the eyeshadow powder, because this is really good. If you want them big staple eyebrows like Shannon on her face, you need one of these brushes. Basically put like it applies it true to colour. You don't need that much. If you go like that and then tap off the excess so much to get loads of product on there, it's you have no idea. It's just so good with the brush. I love it because it's small as well, so you can go into get the eyebrows if you want the finer eyebrows. If you want the big eyebrows, it can do it.